the WWF, what the world is watching.
This is SummerSlam!
First of all, I want to thank everybody last night for watching and enjoying the stream. It was good to be back on X, and we had a pretty great event last night. We had 7 matches, not 15. The pay-per-view was 4 hours, and it was pretty much all killer, no filler. Even the Bayley and Nia Jax match was good. But let's talk about the big topic of the day. And before we start, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're still subscribed. All the fun YouTube things. Okay, Roman Reigns showed up last night. It was heavily speculated he was going to make his return. And lo and behold, the OTC, as his new shirt reads, the original Tribal Chief, made his return during the main event. And it was apparent that Solo Sikoa was going to feel the wrath of the Tribal Chief because he usurped his position, hurt his wise man, and Roman hit him with the Superman punch, speared him, allowing Cody to hit the crossroads and retain against Solo. And nobody thought that Solo Sikoa was going over in this match. That wasn't going to happen, okay? There was no issue with this finish. I'm not a Cody Rhodes fan, and Roman did this more so to get back at Solo than he did to help Cody, because you could tell he was conflicted with the way he looked back up the ramp at Cody. What I don't like is everybody having to validate Cody Rhodes. A champion is a champion of their own volition because they've earned it. They've worked their way up to the top. You know, yeah, people will co-sign for them at times, but not everybody has to validate. It reminds me of Captain Marvel, how everybody has to say, oh, she's awesome, or yeah, with Cody. It's very disingenuous. So that being said, all that aside, let's go through, and we'll get more into that match here shortly. But Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, a women's world title match kicked off. Rhea and Dom have patched things up. They're back together. Liv was the beneficiary of interference from Dom, who slid a chair into her, allowing her to hit her second Oblivion, retain the title. Dom afterwards gives Liv a big smooch, and Raw is going to be interesting tomorrow. See Rhea's reaction to this, and, you know, this full-fledged face turn for her now, as well as Damian Priest. Pretty much removes them from the Judgment Day, which is okay. Because we had another incident later on like that. But, yeah, I was happy with this match. I thought they both did extremely well. Dom played his part well. Great crowd reaction. These two work extremely well together. Intercontinental title match. Now, we had a back-to-back title changes here, these next couple matches. Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, IC title. Braun wins with the spear. And there was a couple that didn't work for me, brother moments, but it was mostly Sami Zayn getting ridiculous offense. Also, throughout the card, the first 5 matches all had a corner post shoulder injury. Again, guys, it's like the apron spots. If we're going to do these, we don't need to do them every match. Not everybody needs, hey, we're going to ram your shoulder into the ring post outside or even inside. Not every match needs that, just like not every match needs an apron spot. Congratulations to Braun Breaker. Highlight his fadeaway Frankensteiner off the top rope. Him going over in this match, exactly what needed to happen. LA Knight versus Logan Paul. And we'll get more into what's going to happen storyline-wise tomorrow night with the Wrestling with Horror Horsemen on Nitro. LA Knight, yeah, versus Logan Paul. U.S. title on the line. And LA Knight won this match. Another good match. Logan Paul is just absolutely phenomenal in the ring. This guy, again, took to wrestling like a fish takes to water. And I really am just absolutely impressed with him, as well as LA Knight working this program. Those two played off each other well. LA Knight getting the belt right now, the U.S. title. While I am very happy to see his getting over on his own be rewarded, I can't help. I would be remiss if I didn't say it seems a bit late to reward him when it should have been months and months ago. But, long-term payoff, long-term storytelling, this is something the other company's fans aren't used to. I was absolutely happy with the outcome of the match, and big congratulations to LA Knight on being able to, work this program, and Logan Paul as well for putting everything over as well as he did. Let's move into match number 4, the Rogue Leviathan, the Refrigerator Nia Jax, the Queen of the Ring, versus, oh boy, it's me, Bayley. I'm so excited. I'm the WWE Women's Champion. It's me, Bayley. No, Bayley and Nia worked a good match. I was happy with this one. Nia didn't murder her with her big-ass bonsai drop, hit her with a bunch of power bombs. Tiffy's music hit. She came down to cash in. Bayley busted her in the head. I think she gave her a bloody nose, it looked like. But Nia was able to win this match, and Tiffy did not cash in on her, which I had predicted she was going to. So I was wrong there, and I was happy to be wrong because I want to see a little more build on this. So, yeah, I liked it. Nia wins. Bayley and Herb worked a good match. I have really nothing bad to say about this. So, yeah, like I said, we poked fun during the live because I got to do my Bayley impressions. But no, it was a good match. It was well done. And, of course, we had, corner post spots in this one. Number 5, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with Seth freaking Rollins as the official. Drew wins after Punk hits a GTS on Seth. I think it was on Seth. But this, again, good match. Not too much gaga in it, you know what I mean? They really stuck to the story, and this builds. Drew can move on now to hopefully a world title feud with Gunther, but I don't know. Drew, you don't want a heel versus heel thing, but Gunther is definitely not a baby face. But I'm fine with Gunther winning the title. We'll get to that next. This is a big money angle without a title, having Rollins and Drew and Punk all involved. Now you get to go to Punk and Rollins because those two, Rollins laid into them. Nobody wanted you here. So yeah, that's been a lot of build since Punk came back, and I think it was Survivor Series last year. So I really like the three-headed monster angle here with these three. Even if Drew moves on and we get Punk and Rollins now, yeah, solid work. But Drew wins, finally gets his, and like I said, great match. Gunther versus Damian Priest. I don't want to sound like Tony Khan saying everything's great. Just great. Gunther versus Damian Priest, World Heavyweight title. Gunther choked out Priest. Finn screwed Priest over. Priest, okay, so he hits the South of Heaven, then rolls Gunther over twice, covers him right by the ropes, allowing Finn to put Gunther's foot on the ropes. The timing and spacing on that was wrong. When he hit him with the chokeslam, he should have landed closer to the ropes so he didn't have to roll him, because nobody would ever do that if they're trying to pin their opponent. But Gunther goes to the sleeper, wins. He's the World Heavyweight Champion, and my son and I argued about this because he's a huge Judgment Day, huge Damian Priest fan. I tried to explain it to him, but his feelings got hurt. No, this was good. This was good. Gunther and Priest, like I said, I could re-edit their feud into the giant chicken fight with Peter Griffin and the chicken from Family Guy, and it syncs up very well. This was a good match. Gunther gets his. He was the king of the ring this year, now World Heavyweight Champion. I'm excited to see what they have lined up next for him. Damian Priest and Finn Balor will probably feud a little bit, as Priest is going to do a full-on babyface turn. I like it. That just leaves the main event, which we kind of talked about at the beginning. Solo Sikoa and Thody. The Samoans. I think Jacob Fatu got injured last night. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any full-on reports about it yet. But, there was a rumor going on he broke his ankle or something, which that would suck because they just won the tag team titles, him and Tama Tonga, because they couldn't put Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga together in a tag team because they freaking God, Tonga Loa is so bad. He looked so out of place. My tag team partner messaged me last night, and that's what he said. He's like, He's so out of place. It's just, it's weird. He can't figure his spots out. Jacob Fatu, he was seen wearing a walking boot afterwards, but they said he should be okay. We'll have to see how that goes and plays out going into SmackDown this weekend. So, yeah, they hit Cody with everything. Like I said, Roman came out, took out Solo. Cody got the win, and yeah, I don't want Roman to, go back into another program with Cody until after the Bloodline business is done. Somebody needs to take the title off Cody. I don't know if it'll be for a while yet. I'm not saying Roman has to do it, but are they going to reunite the Bloodlines on this angle, which probably will happen? Jimmy and Jay, come back with Roman to square off against the, Dollar General, the Wish.com, the Temu Bloodline, as it were. No glaring deficiencies in this pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. There was no lulls in the action. Everything was very, very well organized. The production value was good. You had the one segment with The Miz. Not a lot of backstage segments or gaga like that, as I mentioned. Miz and R-Truth with A-Town Down Under. It was a fine segment. Got The Miz and R-Truth, out in front of there. Miz was the host. So, yeah, this was a fun pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I really, really, really am intrigued with the Liv and Rhea angle, and they're splitting the bloodline now and all that. WWE knows how to do long-term storylines, something the other guys struggle with, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the pay-per-view as much as we did, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you thought of the card. Now, we've got Wembley Stadium for AEW in about, 3 weeks. We're 21 days out from that. We'll be covering it, and we'll do a little compare and contrast. Wembley, I think they've already got 8 or 9 matches lined up, so we'll probably end up with 15. It'll be a 5-hour, 6-hour pay-per-view. But no, this was good. If I had to rate this, I'm not going to give it a star rating. I'm just going to say it was a good pay-per-view. It was enjoyable. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Ding the notification bell. Join as a channel member. $2.99, $4.99. We're going to start adding one channel member video a week. Plus Patreon content. Patreon.com/Wrestling with Horror 420. $2 a month over there if you want. If not, just subscribe. It's free. It always will be. I'm Etep from Wrestling with Horror, reminding you it's always better to burn out than fade away.